Welcome to a city immortalized in song, Kalamazoo, Michigan, Waldo Stadium, and home to the Western Michigan Broncos. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Georgia Southern Eagles, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Western Michigan Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Georgia Southern will kick it off to get things started. Coming out with it, it's Pryor. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Broncos offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Maddox. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Finds a little space. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Broncos have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The play action fake. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hands it off. Makes his man miss. Hard running there. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. To the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. A strike downfield. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got it on the run. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. And the Broncos had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And to the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
Getting ready for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Georgia Southern's offense will take the field for the 1st time. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw, it's Hendricks. Got a man. At the 45 on his way. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Quickly complete. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Eagles come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wide open downfield. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on third down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time and obviously executed.
Wants to fire on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. The Eagles come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. They'll run play action. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man quickly. Breaks into the open. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. To the ground with the back. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Finds his big tight end. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Broncos are on the move. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going for it all. Oh, it's picked off. Taking it the other way.
Yeah, and obviously a great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on third down.
And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Back to throw, it's Hendricks. Grabbed over the middle, it's Walters. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Eagles will hustle to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Time winding down in the corner as they come to the line. He'll pull it on the read. Got the first down himself. there to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the break. It's Western Michigan on top, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got a man, it's Walters. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And it slips just inside that right upright. That'll bring him to within 4. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Mississippi State is ahead early in Stark Vegas, but that's not exactly Dak Prescott out there. This game is a long way from being over. They are up by 7 over Southern Miss. We are the eyes and ears of a college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Pryor. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Broncos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. And the quick shuffle pass underneath. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
The Broncos just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. On the run, it's Maddox. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Maddox. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. Inside the... And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Eagles.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
10, Western Michigan, 7.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field, looking for a deep man. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
Great place to start for this offense. Off the play fake on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Butler. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Eagles moving quickly to the line. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looking to pass. It's Hendricks. Right on the money. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, when you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
This time he's got it. And he's brought down after a nice game. Georgia Southern really efficient on offense.
First down for the offense.
Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it! They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense.
Georgia Southern.
They'll try to pass their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Eagles!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
17, Western Michigan, 7.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
And the Broncos lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Broncos want to crank the tempo.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Fires to the big fella. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass on second down. Unloads it left. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive.
Western Michigan, 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Hendricks. Snagged in the middle, it's Butler. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And first down for the offense.
Looking for room, it's Butler. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
First down for the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it behind the line, it's Butler. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Between the uprights, it's good. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He leaves it with his back. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe. Off-play action on first down. It's complete to the left. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. No good. They missed an opportunity to cut this deficit in half, still down by 6. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you have been calling a great broadcast today from there in Kalamazoo. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. the offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Waldo Stadium.
The Broncos will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. He'll start this third quarter with a run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
To the air, it's Hendricks. Makes the grab. That ought to be enough to move the chains and give Georgia Southern a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. They're looking to throw on second and short. Finds his man. It's Butler. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
And the Eagles want to move quickly. Second down, he'll throw it. They get to him as he throws. He's got the tight end. Tackle is made, but how about the toughness with this junior just standing in the fire and delivering the ball? Looking to throw on first down. Complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll be stopped at the 32, still ground to cover if they want to convert, and fourth down is coming. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. It is true as he puts 3 on the board.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Using his legs, it's Maddox. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Broncos with a second and short to keep this drive moving.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Or did he find a hole in the defense? They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. The Broncos didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down. He's trying to get it in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. They've gotten right on the cusp of the end zone. They still need 2 yards. Will they try to bang it in with a run or go over the top? Let's it go to the end zone. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
And the Eagles racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And this team needs more of that, man. Like, this is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. The Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To the air, it's Hendricks. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. 4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th. They try to pop a run on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Right down the middle. Finds a tight end. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Finds his tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. And the Broncos are flying down the field. Now the play fake. Got his man downfield. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. The Broncos have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Here Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Touchdown, Broncos! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kansas is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Big J isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 11 over Fresno State. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Backing up on the first 2 plays. Now to try to throw it and drive on. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll field it close to the 50. Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Quickly out for the tight end. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now they take the lead.
Big time kick right there, man. 4th quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or 2 more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
And the Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Trying play action. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got it in the middle, it's Pryor. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down. It's good, easy call for the refs. They push the lead to 4 here in the 4th.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Back to pass, it's Hendricks. Finds his man down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. The play action fake. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. The Eagles line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. The give from the gun. Turning it on. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. No huddle offense to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Calls it in. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Georgia Southern in a hurry. Pulls and fires complete. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. He'll keep it himself. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Georgia Southern really efficient on offense. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Butler. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Eagles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to fire. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Guys, they've come through on the first 2 3rd down tries. This one might be a little tougher. Fires to the wideout. And the missed connection on 3rd down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Throwing right. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Western Michigan. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Man, this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiving group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth quarter lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter. Get in your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Broncos! Fitted in the window for the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Texas is painting an offensive masterpiece so far. It's been like a Bob Ross masterclass. They're up by 17 over UTEP. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Grab behind the line. It's Butler. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
And this offense gets nothing done on continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. To the air, it's Hendricks. Just a short pass to the tight end. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to fourth down. On fourth down, they'll pass for him. Turns it loose. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Gets away from one, finds room. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Quarterback on the keeper. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. They'll go to the ground. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Oh, it's a reverse. Outstanding work by this defense, reading their keys, staying at home, and knocking him down for a loss. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching